today's episode we will be going through the entire shop and pulling everything out. And I got a few things I need to move around on the inside of it to get it to look the way it needs to be. Try to get everything a little bit better for the winter coming up, and just to have a better general feel in the shop so that everything is right where I need it and I can just get into the project and get it done without having to move 17 different things. So to assist me in that, picked up a couple 9x11 tarps. We're going to lay those out on the ground. It had been raining the last few days, so a little bit of mud around here. So we're going to lay those out and get to work. Alrighty, a lot has conspired in the last 24 hours. So we got these shelves up. We removed this shelf, which is kind of in every single shot. Moved both of the benches up. Put the shopsmith underneath, as well as the planer underneath. Table saw is now over here, which is super awesome. Shop vac's now here versus in the corner. And the the other planer, or actual flatness planer, or thickness planer, is down there, as well as the router table. The top hasn't changed too much. As you saw earlier, we cut down these two boards here, the peg boards. I'm going to be shifting everything around on those as well. And yeah, now this is everything that was in here. I had to put back in. It got late, it got dark, and I got everything in best I could. Stayed a bit late, so we're going to try to move that dust collector today. We're going to hang up this cabinet down here. You can't quite tell what that is, but that is a hanging cabinet that's going to go up there and house most of the tools. So, last big push to try to get this into the more workable position and just overall a lot better shop. So, let's get to it. All right, we're gonna talk real quick about safety. So I don't wanna hear about it. I got a little Band-Aid now. So on the underside of the lid here, one of the things that I had seen online that I'd like to try out was taking the cutoff hole from the trash can lid and making a secondary baffle to help kind of keep extra debris from going out through the main suction point, which is the 2 horsepower dust collector. You may not have been able to see, the door was open for circulation of air, and the sun of course dropped a little bit and it got very bright in here. So the time lapse might not have seen it, kind of happy about that. But as I was drilling this second hole down here to kind of help hold this baffle here in place, the drill bit slipped and hit me right in the bottom there. Luckily I let go of the trigger right away. All the not so fun forethought as to, well, that happened. But I'm safe, everything's fine. I didn't give myself a full-on piercing, but it did go halfway in, so I have a pretty deep little hole, but it didn't actually go into my teeth, thankfully. I had more of a goofy smile than I already do. But be very safe when using PVC. It is very slippery, and I probably should have sanded it a little bit before drilling it. That's one little tidbit of advice you could have, is if you're going to drill some part of the PVC itself, give itself some tooth for the drill bit to grab, otherwise it'll find the tiniest little imperfection or start to create it and then follow it, which is what happened to me, and the drill bit sadly popped me in the mouth. So, lesson learned. These PVC parts were purchased from Home Depot, and they will work out great, but this one is just ever so slightly too small. So to create a better suction point, I'm going to actually use a little bit of good old duct tape to give me something to kind of press into when I actually tighten down the hose clamp on it as well. So a little extra for you there. Alright, so it has been a long fought battle to get to this point. I have more room than I've probably ever had in this shop, it feels like, and this is awesome. I have done so many different things on camera and off camera. And right now, where I'm standing, all I have left to do is to vacuum up the floor, get all of the garbage and stuff from the sorting that I've been doing non-stop for days. This was supposed to be a 2-day project, of course. I've been on vacation this whole time, which has helped out greatly for my mental health, physical health, as well as just getting things done like this shop. I did not anticipate this shop taking up as much time. I have a very gracious and understanding wife that keeps telling me to come out here and just get it done. So a lot of my week-long vacation has been in this shop, which I don't mind. I enjoy it. I do feel bad. There is a lot more things on the roster, but I'm happy that this is where it is at now. So we are cusping on the end of it all. Thank heavens. I just want to be able to enjoy the space, come out here, open the door, get working on a project. I can close the door, but I have a few different personal rules I have in place now to try to keep things in their place and have them organized. But now I have places to put everything that this shop holds, which it holds a lot more than I anticipated. So I'm going to clean the floor. Then I got to put all my tools back up on the pegboard in a different manner that actually kind of help holds and utilizes them in the best ability that I have to just grab them, have everything out of reach. So let's get to it. Alrighty, so that is it so far. The shop is pretty much 99.9% complete. It can always be reformed and changed a little bit more. But as it is for right now, I'd say the shop is complete. I'm super stoked. This has been an amazing, absolute crazy journey, yeah, this last week, getting this all done. So hopefully you all enjoy, and I'm looking forward to creating more and more content here in the new shop, kind of the revamp or remodel for 2022 before the year is done. So thank you all again. Make sure and like the video if you liked it. Leave a comment if you have anything that's a question or anything that you have to say about how the shop looks right now. More than happy to answer. I'm pretty regular on answering comments when they do pop up. So have yourself a wonderful day, and thanks again.